Good evening. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the National Anthem, which will be led by Stefano Rivera and the AUL Choir.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you, AUL Choir. Please be seated. Good evening, Board of Trustees, parents, family members, friends, guests, and the class of 2019. Welcome to the Academy for Urban Leadership Charter School's 6th Annual Commencement Ceremony. We're very excited to have arrived at this day and are so very proud of our graduating class and all that they have accomplished. Before we begin, let me remind you to please turn off cell phones and please be courteous to those around you by refraining from speaking during the ceremony. Thank you. Dear graduates and all guests, we're so excited to welcome you to the 2019 Commencement Ceremony. I'm so proud of your accomplishments. Over the past 4 years, I know how hard you've worked and you've achieved so much. Your futures are certainly bright. As you move on to the next chapter of your life, I just wanted to share with you one of my favorite poems by Mother Teresa entitled, Anyway. Please think very carefully on these words as you go through life's journey. People are often unreasonable, illogical, and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you're kind, people may accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you're successful, you'll win some friends and some true enemies. Succeed anyway. If you're honest and frank, people may cheat you. Be honest and frank anyway. What you spend years building, someone could destroy overnight. Build anyway. If you find serenity and happiness, others may be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good you do today, people will often forget tomorrow. Do good anyway. Give the world the best you have, and it may never be enough. Give the world the best you've got anyway. You have an important charge. Continue to espouse the mission and vision of AUL. Congratulations and best wishes to the class of 2019. Now, please welcome Mr. Eduardo Galeno, our Board of Trustees President.
Good evening, everyone. Trustees, honored guests. I notice some of our founders are here. I'd like to recognize them. Mr. Lou Vargas, Mr. Robert Fink, Mr. Reynaldo Aviles, Ms. Lisette Baez, Mr. Hector Bonilla, Ms. Eloise Hernandez, Eloisa, good to see you, and Michelle Roman. Members of the faculty and staff, administration, colleagues, and most importantly, our distinguished graduates, the class of the 2019. It is my great pleasure to welcome you all to the 6th commencement. Together with the members of the Board of Trustees, I extend my warmest congratulations to all of those receiving diplomas today and acknowledge the support that has helped you along the way. To all the family and friends with us today, and to those of us who could not be here, or those thinking of the graduates as they celebrate, thank you. Thank you for your encouragement you have offered, and in many cases, for your sacrifices that you have made so that your student could earn the diploma that they will take with them today. Graduates, would you please take a moment to acknowledge all of those who supported you, including your own classmates and faculty. The round of applause. While the students and the graduates, most importantly, will be standing later for recognition, I'd also like to take this time to ask the faculty and staff to please stand so we can give you a round of applause. Class of 2019, we are here today to participate in the praise and wonder at your achievements. You join those AUL graduates in a continuing tradition that honors your endeavors. There can be no doubt about AUL's commitment to employing an educational design and experience that truly merges the highest standards of academic excellence while fostering convictions and commitment to social and economic justice. You have shown us that you will challenge boundaries, break out of them, and redefine them. That you are individuals committed to each other, to social change, and to the planet. You are always connected, and you use that connectivity to change things for the better. You are intrinsically a part of the greater AUL community. Today is a moment to reflect on how you spent your time here as the world has changed around us. To celebrate your engagement with facts, opinions, interpretations in all that you do. Today is a day to acknowledge and celebrate your unwavering commitment to advance the causes and the knowledge that matter most to you. As I look out at you, I see both great accomplishments and great hope. I see a student body that is challenged, enlivened, and emboldened AUL, and each one of us, to live up to his promise, to your promise. As you reflect on your time at AULCS, on all that you have done here and in neighboring communities, on the learning and the leading in which you have engaged, my hope is that you will carry these noble impulses with you wherever you go. That, shaped by this education and your own values, transformed by AUL and your peers, inspired by those who have gone before you, you will know great happiness and see progress in your endeavors, and that you will continue to be a force for good in the world. This is our mission and charter, and this is the charge that comes with your diploma. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Galeno. At this time, we will have our salutatory address. For having achieved the second highest academic average, it is my pleasure to introduce the class of 2019 salutatorian, Soleil Gilos.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great honor to be here. I would like like to express my gratitude to all of my teachers, friends, and family members who helped me get to where I am right now, standing here in front of you. These past 4 years have presented us with a lot of ups and downs, and it was reassuring to know that we had our families in our corner supporting us along the way. Special thanks to my mom, dad, and sisters. I would not be the person I am today without you. I know this school year has been hectic to say the least, but I'm glad that we pulled through and have finally gotten to this point. It's safe to admit that none of us could have made this huge achievement by ourselves. One of my favorite parts of high school has been meeting and creating friendships with people I know I can count on. If it wasn't for you guys pushing me to do better, I don't think I would be giving this speech right now. The friendships that we have made here will last a lifetime. In the same way we have helped each other succeed in these years at Charter, I hope we will continue to provide support and encouragement for each other in future endeavors. It's surreal thinking back to our freshman year where we had the privilege of being the last class to begin our high school career at High Street. Towards the end of our senior year, we faced some challenges, but we stood up for what we believed in and remained resilient. Fast forward to today, and we can finally say we survived through it all. And despite this being an end, it is also a new beginning. We should take the lessons we learned and apply them to our lives and remember to never give up. I know everyone here is capable of doing great things, and this is just one small step towards achieving those goals. Moving on to this next chapter in our lives would not have been possible without the help of our teachers. On behalf of us graduates, I would like to thank them for their continuous effort to push us to be the best we can be. You are all greatly appreciated. My time here at Charter has been filled with unforgettable memories that I will always cherish. I am excited for what is to come and where life will take us all. Always remember where you come from, and always remember to stay true to yourself. Congratulations, class of 2019.
Thank you, Saleki. Now we will have the choir performing This Is Me, arranged by Audrey Snyder. Thank you, choir. We'll now have our valedictorian address. For having achieved the highest academic average, it is my honor to introduce the class of 2019 valedictorian, Archa Suresh.
Good evening, my fellow graduates, families and friends, faculty, staff, administration, and board of trustees. I thought long and hard about what my speech should entail. And initially, I thought I was talking about all the good times we shared these past years. All the parties and get-togethers and all that good stuff. But then I remembered how I was basically on the house arrest for the past 18 years and never got to go out. In all honesty, I wanted to start by saying thank you to my parents, who took a risk and brought me to this country so that I could have a better future and who have always been my biggest supporters. I also want to thank my sister, who has helped me with my work since first grade and even helped me write the speech. Most importantly, I want to thank all of our teachers, who have not only been our mentors, but our friends. They have been our guides as we navigated through the high school experience. Our teachers have invested their own time and resources to guarantee our success, and for that, I will always be grateful. I am honored to be standing before you all today, and although I could take this time to reminisce about all the memories we have made during these past 4 years, I instead would like to take this opportunity to look forward to the future and all the other monumental events to come. After all, we have the rest of our lives to look back on the memories we made together. Whether you're going to a 4-year college, a 2-year college, or entering the workforce, the next few years will be some of the most important times of our lives. The decisions we make and the choices we take will shape our future. Remember that we are the driving force behind our own lives. Every choice we make, even the simplest of them, can change our paths forever. Even as I'm saying these words, I can hear how intimidating they sound. But remember, life should not be measured by other people's successes versus your failures. Because the truth is, everybody fails. It's impossible to live without failing at something. But everyone who fails is not a failure. For failures are only those who do not have the courage to stand back up after they fail. So class of 2019, let us always tell ourselves that we will never give up and that we will always get back up. On that note, I would like to congratulate all my fellow graduates on achieving this important milestone in our lives. We should be proud of having reached this far, overcoming many obstacles along the way. Thank you once again to my family, friends, and teachers. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you all for being a part of this wonderful journey. Congratulations, class of 2019.
Thank you, Archa. We'll now introduce our commencement speaker. It's certainly my pleasure. Mr. Robert Fink is one of the Academy for Urban Leadership's founding members and has served on our board since 2010. The name may sound familiar. His family's owned and operated Fink's department store in Perth Amboy since 1923. He currently serves as the outgoing vice president. He brings many years of experience and expertise, which includes a strong mastery of accounting, finance, purchasing, personnel, and governance. All of these would prove to be crucial in the formation and operation of AUL. His dedication to AUL comes from a long history of volunteerism and service to the community, modeled by his great-grandfather, Benjamin, his grandfather, Elliot, and his father, Howard, each of whom have played an active part in Perth Amboy to better the community. Knowing the challenges being faced by the local school district and the city, Mr. Fink saw the opportunity to help and offer a solution and a better option for Perth Amboy children and families through the formation of Academy for Urban Leadership. His relentless hours of dedication and service have helped our school grow. We are honored and privileged to have him here today as our commencement speaker, Mr. Robert Fink.
Good evening, honorable board members, our excellent lead administrator, Mrs. Morales, dedicated administrators, devoted faculty and staff, proud AUL alumni, distinguished guests, and especially loving parents and other family members who have helped guide and nurture the students of the class of 2019. I'm deeply honored and humbled to be chosen as the keynote speaker for such a prestigious event. The most important part of tonight's ceremony, and the reason for being here in the first place, is these exceptional young adults on this stage. With them in mind, I offer you these brief remarks. As a founding member of AUL and a board member of 9 years, I have great interest in seeing our students thrive. I've been on stage with our graduates every year since our first ceremony in 2014. In accordance with the AUL bylaws, my consecutive years of service on the board have now come to an end. It's bittersweet because I love the work that we do as a team, as a family. But after being a super senior for 5 years, I too will finally be graduating with you, the class of 2019. Going into more serious portions of the speech, I would like to share some advice that should prove helpful to the overwhelming majority of you that have chosen to continue your education. There's some advice for the parents in the audience as well, especially if this is the first child you're sending off to college. Here's a brief, non-exhaustive list of things that they didn't tell me about college, but I found out once I got there. First, if you're living on campus and you're not lucky enough to have a dorm room with its own bathroom, expect to wait in line with your shower basket. Plan accordingly, especially if you have an early morning class. This too applies to campus commuters, but the lines are instead made of cars, which is honestly much, much worse. Second, if you're unfortunate enough to have an 8 a.m. class, you will soon wonder how you ever did this on a daily basis in high school. You will be pleased to know that there is a very relaxed dress code, especially during said class. I've seen classmates where every day was pajama day, and on more than one occasion, I've seen footed pajamas. Take note, this doesn't fly with all college professors, so be warned. Onesie at your own risk. Third, doing laundry on campus is like studying for finals. It's best not to wait until the last moment. You'll be ill-prepared and not look your best that day. Also, if your dryer doesn't open up in time, you'll be forced to decide which is worse, wearing damp shorts or dirty shorts. There's no right answer here. Both options are pretty grim. Fourth, your parents will continue to be your parents even if you're moving out of the house. They will continue to worry and care about you, probably a lot more since you're away from home. Please remember to give them a call regularly, and not just because you need them to send money for fancier pajamas, because SpongeBob was not warmly received in the intro to psychology class. Fifth, and this is for the nervous parents in the audience. Yes, your child misses you, even if they forgot to call, I promise. Of course they still love you. And when they do call and you happen to hear loud music and yelling in the background, ignore it. It's probably just the upperclassmen celebrating the fact that they didn't get stuck with an 8 a.m. class. Does that sound convincing? Think they bought it? Sixth, parents, your child will miss you no matter what they say, especially if they're moving a great distance from home. They will always be your babies, always. Sending them care packages goes a really long way. I've seen it cure some of the worst homesickness. Just make sure to put the most embarrassing wrapping paper on the outside of the box. It's your time to get back at them for everything they put you through. My seventh and final piece of advice is for the students. This is something that was ingrained in the culture of my alma mater, Rider University. Whenever people would go out for the evening or go to an off-campus event, the resident advisors and student leaders would often say to the freshmen, "Have fun, be safe." Even as a sophomore, I found myself saying these 4 words to incoming freshmen. They're simple words, but they mean so much. I hope these snippets of advice were both entertaining and helpful. If they were neither, I apologize for wasting your time. Actually, this was my last piece of advice. It's here to demonstrate the feeling when your professor doesn't test you on anything that was in the book that was required reading, and solely on what was in the lectures, or even worse, vice versa. That's Latin for you will definitely pay too much for your textbooks. Now it's time to switch gears. Graduates in waiting, please remember this night, and all of those who have made it possible for you to be on this stage. It takes a lot of behind-the-scenes support and caring, both at home and in school, to graduate well-prepared, driven, thoughtful leaders that this world is in desperate need of right now. Class of 2019, the phrase, "you are our future," is often said, but I don't believe it fully captures the meaning well enough. Truly, you are our best hope for a cleaner environment, a more welcoming and just society, a more connected world, and a whole host of new advances in every field that you will help to create. Yes, that is asking a lot of you. And yet, I am here to lay this challenge at your feet and encourage you to pick it up. You see, AUL has a mission, and your education was fashioned around it. To employ an educational design and experience that merges the highest standards of academic excellence while fostering convictions and commitment to social and economic justice. That means that it's not enough to do well in the classroom, you also have to do good in society. Be a superhero is what I'm asking of you. This world needs more real-life superheroes. Your special power might be kindness and empathy. It might be finding solutions to tough problems. It might be being that one person that everyone can count on when it's been a rough day. No matter how you enter this world, be brilliant, be daring, and be someone who you'd like to have in your corner during your darkest hour. You may never know the impact on someone's life until years later, if at all. Kindness isn't always returned immediately, but give it anyway. Dedicating yourself to being a helper in society can sometimes be lonely work. Do it anyway. On occasion, you will be told that your single voice doesn't make a difference. Speak anyway. Heroes normally stand out in the crowd. You might as well use your powers for good and be a lightning rod for progress and positivity. Speaking up, coming together, and being different were all driving factors in what created AUL in the first place. A group of fellow founders persevered despite the personal hardships and in some cases lost friendships and the emergence of some enemies. We fought hard to provide a different learning environment for the children of Perth Amboy because you deserve it. Our community deserves it. We continue to fight the good fight to this very day. It's not easy, but rarely anything worth doing is commonly followed by someone saying, "Wow, that seemed effortless." And if someone does say that, they don't know the sacrifices that it took to get to where we are now. I'd like to thank some of our heroes on stage, the AUL Board of Trustees, led by President Edgardo Galeno. I've been in his shoes before. It's not an easy position to fill. They put in some very long hours without any monetary compensation. But truly, the best payment that I received while on the board was this night at our graduation ceremonies. I'm not a very emotional person, but I would get choked up with pride while handing out diplomas and watching our graduates walk across the stage. I'm sure the tradition will continue this evening. In closing, we are surrounded by challenges, but I will rest easy tonight knowing that the class of 2019 is about to suit up for an epic battle. Have fun, be safe. I can't wait to see the types of heroes you will become. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2019.
Thank you, Mr. Fink. We will now have a student performance. Seisha Gonzalez, Naya Luz Garcia, and Maya Orsini singing Wherever I Go. Thank you. Let's have another round of applause for Sasha Gonzalez, Iris Garcia, and Maya Rossini. Okay, it is now my honor to certify the candidates to receive their diplomas. Will all graduates please rise? Board of Trustees, Mr. Galeno, Board of Trustees President, on behalf of the faculty, I certify to you that these candidates have completed all academic requirements of the state of New Jersey and of the charter for the Academy for Urban Leadership and are entitled to receive their diplomas. Candidates, please be seated. As we begin, please be mindful to keep your applause to each student reasonable, to allow each graduate and their family the opportunity to hear their name being called. Thank you. Board of Trustees members, please walk to the table. Archa Suresh. Suleki Veloz. Linda Ramos Lavampo. Victoria Vargas. Darlene Batista. Milena Rodriguez. Melanie Fabian. Kaylin Torres. Jada Soto. Jasmine Ilario. Nicole Acosta. Sorry, we have a slight change in the order. Sasha Gonzalez. I'm a little out of order here, but that's okay. Congratulations. It will take a little bit longer now to give some applause to Shayna Crisostomo Lopez. Aaliyah Dean. Joanna Marino Martinez. Yelisbeth Cardona. Karina Guzman Medina. Darlenis Peña. Laurelyn Dominguez. Elizabeth St. Jude. Angel Keelis. Seisha Gonzalez. Nicole Acosta. Johnny Acosta Lopez. Anel Alberto. Rafael Alvarez Cueto. Sadie Aponte. Aliana Arce. Chelsea Askew. Yameli Blanco Plasencia. Christabel Bohen. Shayla Brown. Brianna Lopez. Out of order. Next row, please stand. Vanessa Warhos. Hector Cava. Wilson de Jesus Casilla. Leslie Cosme. Isais Cosme Gavilan. Ariel David. Gabrielle de Moya Desfardel. Julian de Jesus. Alejandra Escota Morel. Xavier Espinal Collado. David Federo. Kevin Fernandez Mayorga. Somelis Florian. Derek Garcia. Nayalis Garcia. Nayelis Jerez. Yasnelby Gomez. Isabel Gonzalez Rodriguez. Mario Gonzalez. Jasmine Gonzalez. Isaiah Hardiman. Tiana Hodge. Angelica Irizarry. Eri Luis Jerez. Heriberto Jordan Quintana. Brianna Carson Bernard. Alberto La Antigua Yosaira La Antigua Lopez. Kayla Lazar. Christopher Lizardo. Brianna Lopez. Isel Malena. Arlene Mannon. Marilyn Martin. Fiorella Rosario Martinez. Isaiah Mendez. José Luis Miranda. Ashley Morel. Mariela Morel Paredes. Darwin Nunez. Justin Nunez. Yaneli Nunez. Alejandro Ojeda Tello. Jody Olave Dalanta. Shanice Olivares. Maya Orsini. Christian Peña. Nicole Peña. Anthony Perez. Jesus Perez. Steven Perez. Leslie Quesada. Eliana Reyes Martinez. Andy Rodriguez. Janie Rodriguez Morales. Matthew Sanchez. Brian Santiago. Cristal Simic Corporan. Kelsey Slack. Angelo Tafour. Ray Tamo. Genesis Valdez. Arlene Valdez Pena. And last but not least, Stephanie Velasco. Graduates, please rise. Graduates, you may now move your tassel to the left. Congratulations to the class of 2019. Please be seated. Graduates, please be seated. We will now have a choir performance. A Million Dreams, arranged by Mac Huff, sung by the AUL Choir. We will now have a tribute with the senior class president, Maya Orsini.
Wait, not yet, Jesus. Hi guys. Hi, for those that who don't know me, my name is Maya Orsini, and I am the senior class president. And it has been my honor to serve as the senior class president for the class of 2019. Over the last 4 years, as a class, we've created unforgettable memories. We have seen each other grow and flourish into the young adults we are today. We will carry these moments with us and cherish the times we've had together. I would also especially like to thank Anel Alberto for helping me put this video tribute together. Without further ado, here are a few moments that we would like to look back on.
This concludes our ceremony for this evening. Once again, congratulations to the class of 2019. Please remain seated until all graduates have exited. Thank you all for attending. Good luck, graduates, in your future endeavors. Have a great evening.